Hey everybody, this is Matt. I'm making a new Heroclix video. I just have to make a video about this cool item I got at the WizKids Open this past weekend. And it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtle Van. And I just want to look at it, talk about its doll, talk about its powers, and what pieces would play well with it. So let's just look at it right off the bat. This thing is very, very cool. It's very show accurate. I've tried to touch it up a little bit, but it hasn't been very successful. Like, I've tried to make this little red up in here. It hasn't been that successful. I made this red up in here. That's okay. I kind of would think about trying to get some stickers to put on it just to make it look cool. But you know what's interesting is the toy that came out that I remember playing with was the party wagon, and it looks different than this. But the one in the cartoon was not the party wagon; it was this thing, the van. So, and the van looked just like this in the cartoon. So, kudos to WizKids for making this. It's very, very cool. I do wish it was slightly bigger because if you look at the scale of it compared to a turtle, the turtle is a bit bigger. I think if you compare this to the size of the Batmobile, you can see it right here. The Batmobile is about that long. And I think if the van was that long and just a little bit bigger, it would have been a lot better scale. But this is still really cool. You can only get this at conventions from WizKids, and I'm just really happy to have it. I went down to the WizKids Open just for it. So let's get into this thing. So it has a doll, like every other Heroclix. It has a doll. This is its doll right here, and it also has a special pizza doll right there, and we'll get into that in a second. You can play it at 100 or 60 points, so it is very affordable. At 100 points, I'm just going to click through here very quickly. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It has 13 clicks of life for 100 points, which is incredible because some of that's toughness, some of that's invulnerability, some of that is impervious, and some of that is invincible. Just very tanky for 100 points. If you play to 60 points, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 7 clicks for 60 points. Still, that's fairly affordable. What you really want to use this for, and I think what it really makes up for with the turtles, is that it can carry four passengers, meaning that you can have like, let's say Shredder's driving. You could have the 4 turtles get in the back of it, and you can move it out 11 squares, and then then drop them off, that really is a nice way to get around, because a lot of these guys, they don't have a lot of movement, and your opponent's gonna be, your opponent most likely will have a lot of range, a lot of hypersonic speed, running shot, stuff these turtles don't really have. And I think that the Turtle Mobile actually fills in that niche pretty good, and gives you a little bit of protection too, So the way this thing can work is it has its own dial, as you can see, but as you can see, it has 0 attack and 0 damage and 0 range, and that's because of a special vehicle rule that all the new vehicles have. And basically, give this vehicle a free action, and until your next turn, replace its attack, damage, and range value with those printed values of the pilot. So what a pilot is you take a character that starts the turn next to him, or ends up next to him, and you can give him a power action to become the pilot of the vehicle. And he kind of like, he leaves the battlefield and becomes the pilot. And he cannot be a duo. He cannot be a team base. He cannot be a vehicle himself. He cannot be tiny size, giant size, or colossal size. And he can't be a bystander. That's just like one of those cardboard puck things. And he stays the pilot until you want to give the vehicle a power action and eject them, or the vehicle gets destroyed. So a lot of the fun with this thing is figuring out what pilots would be good for this vehicle. And right now, I mean, I kind of just went off the TMNT ally keyword because that's probably what I'd be playing it with. It'd be turtle pieces. So I got some figures out, and I said these would make good things. So let's just look at them. If you're looking for the cheapest possible pilot for this vehicle, let's say you want to play the vehicle at 60 points. You can play either Casey Jones or April O'Neil. They are 30 points and they have the right keyword. Now the reason I'm saying, reason I'm sticking with these keywords is if you want a theme team. If you don't want a theme team, you can get much cheaper options somewhere else. Heck, I mean, there's a lot of cheap options. But I'm saying this is going to be a TMNT Ally theme team. So for that kind of thing, yeah, Casey Jones and April O'Neil are the cheapest at 30 points. Let's just look at it. You know how I was talking about how earlier with a vehicle you can replace the attack, damage, and range values with that of the pilot for a free action, and then also free action, choose a standard attack or damage power the pilot possesses. Until your next turn, the vehicle can use the chosen power, but can't use any other attack or damage powers. So there's two parts right there: a standard attack or damage power. So that means it has to be the colored power, and then they have to possess it. So it can't be something like, you know, a special power that says the character can use blades or something. That won't work. But like this Battle Fury here, because he possesses it, it could work. But you probably wouldn't want to copy Battle Fury. So I mean, there's two things to it. You're looking at like the stats values, like what stats can it copy from the pilot, but you're also looking at like it can copy an attack or damage power. So part of the fun in that is figuring out like you know, what would be good. Like this dude, this is Metalhead. He has the most range for a TMNT ally, so he could pilot the thing and give the vehicle 6 range. Normally it has 0 range, so the 6 range is not bad. It's not bad at all. So that would be an interesting choice there. Splinter is really cool because Splinter is 40 points. He's fairly affordable, and he has leadership right here. And if the vehicle copies the leadership, that means it could remove tokens from basically all your turtles, because as long as it was played at a higher point setting. So if it was at the 60 point setting and it copied leadership, it could remove tokens off of the 50 point turtles. If it was played at a 100 point setting, it could remove tokens off of any of the turtles, because the highest they go up to is 75. So Splinter would be a good choice, and you know, if you really wanted to, then you give, after you've carried him over in the vehicle, then you give the vehicle a power action, pop out Splinter, and he has that cool ability that he boosts up the turtle's attack values, and maybe defense values too. I'm not sure. Let's look at other things. Michelangelo has starting out Perplex. So that'd be a cool Perplex that you could give the vehicle, and realize with Perplex and Probability Control and Outwit, the minimum range is 6, even if the vehicle has 0 range. Even if Michelangelo, the pilot, has 0 range, the minimum for those free actions are 6. So the Perplex would be really useful. Let's see, Donatello actually starts out with Outwit, which would be super useful. Really useful stuff. Let's see, Raphael, he starts out with Empower, which would be fantastic. You carry over the turtles, drop them down in front of you, and then the vehicles giving this Empower to everybody next to him, which could be really good, you know. Let's see, and here's another one. Renee Tilly has Probability Control, so that's pretty nice, you know, a probability control from the vehicle. Now, if you want to copy the stats, this is the one I would recommend. For 80 points, Slash, because he has 12 attack and 3 damage exploit. And you could copy either the blades or the exploit, because one is attack and one is a damage. You can't copy both of them, sadly, or that would be absolutely nuts. But still, you could have the vehicle, you know, exploit a character for 3 damage, and have a 12 attack. So that's pretty dang good right there, you know. So those are the options I was thinking of. There was another thing I was trying to play with, and it wasn't really working out. But if the pilot gets, if the vehicle gets KO'd, because it has a dial and everything, it turns into a heavy object. You put a heavy object in one of the squares that occupied, and sometimes you can like combo that with a character that has super strength. because like they kill the vehicle, you pop out the character with super strength, and then on your turn you pick up the object that was left in its place and smack somebody with it. I was also looking at stuff like, you know, on the pilot will take damage if the vehicle is destroyed while they're in it, and like what characters would click onto useful clicks after one or two unavoidable damage. They're going to take 1 damage at least, but they may take 2 on a 50-50 shot. I don't know, but let's look at the powers on the dial already. So it has some stuff already. It has personal party wagon. The theme team may include Turtle Van, and is still a theme team as long as a character named Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, or Raphael is on your force. And Turtle Van can carry characters regardless of battle fury. So that's how it can carry pieces like Casey Jones and stuff. So that means like you could have Turtle Van on a martial artist team if it had a turtle on there too. It also has almost useless roof guns. Give Turtle Van a power action to make a ranged attack with an attack value of 10. So that you don't even need a pilot in really. A damage value of 3 and a range value of 6 double target, but only to target characters with flying, giant, or colossal. Now one combo there would be if you had a character with energy explosion, you could have it as the pilot, copy the energy explosion, then do the almost useless roof guns thing and target 2 people and maybe get some good splash damage off of that maybe. I don't know what pieces have energy explosion with the keyword though. And then this has to do with the pizza time. So the pizza time is a separate dial right here, and basically you can give the van a free action, choose a friendly character with a keyword within 4 squares, and roll a d6. So let's say you roll a d6. Do I have a d6 in front of me? Oh, it's in this thing. Almost got it. There we go. I roll a d6. I got a 6. Then you turn the dial that many times. So let's see. It's starting out on blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now it's on orange. Then it says if the color of the topping shown matches that character, so orange would be Michelangelo, heal that character 1 click. If the color matches but that character is already on its starting click or starting line, modify the character's attack and defense value by +1 until your next turn. So if Michelangelo, yeah, you have to choose. So you would want them all to be within 4 of the vehicle, so that you can choose them all and have a possibility of healing up them all. I mean, it's a free heal possibly. That's kind of nice. Or even a boost if they're already on their top click. And then what this ability right here does is, instead of that just being a free action, you can give the vehicle a power action and do it twice. Or you can give the vehicle a double power action and do it 3 times. So that's interesting. I don't really know much about the pizza doll. It seems really random. Seems really hard to control. But I mean, if you have all 4 turtles and if you have all 4 turtles within 4 squares of the van, I mean, it's worth doing it every single turn, because you're gonna heal at least one of your characters, you know, every turn, or at least bump up their stats, you know. So that is the vehicle. I really like this vehicle. It's just I'm so happy to have it. I'm gonna put it next to my other turtles. I can't wait to get the set coming out in August. And there's still pieces from the current set I need to get, mostly super rares and chases. But I'm just so happy to have this. I really hope we get a Technodrome. Please give us a Technodrome, please. I would flip my lid for a Technodrome that I could have Krang and Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady sit in. Oh man, that would be brilliant. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. And thank you so much for watching this. And I hope you have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye-bye.